It is said, and with some wisdom, that into every man's life there comes a day. A particular day in which everything as he has known it subtly changes. A day after which he is never quite the same man as he was before. This, for Bill Ryan, is that day. As you see, nobody in his right mind would ever for a moment call Bill Ryan exceedingly handsome. That nose of his has probably been broken, and that mop of hair on the top of his head would undoubtedly look better on the end of a stick. But make no mistake about it, he's a good man. He's a good worker, a good earner, and he's completely devoted to his family.
Bill. Bill.
What?
Wake up.
What is it? Oh, anybody get hurt?
It's 5:25. You've overslept.
5:25. I didn't even hear the alarm.
Well, no, because that brand new clock radio you brought home last night didn't go off. That's why. Now, look, you hurry up and get dressed while I fix your breakfast.
Well, I said it. I'm sure I did. Yeah, see? Oh. Great. Now that I'm awake already, it goes off. Oh, this is going to be one of those days. I can feel it. I can just...
Hi, Daddy! Catch me, Daddy!
Come here, you rascal. How's my big boy this morning? You keep on eating as much as you have been lately, I'm not going to be able to do this much
And
longer.
I'll pick you up, Daddy.
That you will. That you will. Mary, I thought you said you were going to have Al come in here and fix this faucet.
I did. He came and put a new one in, but it was defective, and he has to get another one.
Oh, first the radio and then the faucet. What's this world coming to? Ah! Get out of here, you little monster, you. Pete's sake. Hey, Mary, listen to this. In Russia, 60% of all TV sets break down before they're out of the 6-month warranty period. How do you like that? 60%. That ain't all. Listen to this. All of the washing machines manufactured at the Chelyabinsk plant in 1 month had to be turned back for rework. 1 month. All of them. Boy, if that happened in our plant, wow. What's burning? What is it?
Oh, no.
What's the matter with that thing?
Well, like the brand new clock radio and the brand new faucet, it won't work. Oh. And just think, it took me 9 months to save the stamps to get this thing. What was that you were saying about the Russians?
In Russia, 60%... Oh, stop it, will you?
Oh, no.
It's Lou. Give me my coat.
Here you go.
Lunchbox.
All right, just a minute. I'll put this
Hi,
on.
Daddy.
All right, Denny. Get some good marks today. Goodbye, Dookie.
Here we go, darling. Let him go. There we go.
Goodbye, yes.
Goodbye, darling. Have a good day.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Oh.
I'm sorry if I kept you guys waiting. It just seems like everything went wrong this morning.
Just one of those days, huh, Bill?
Oh, man. First, it's this brand new radio alarm clock. I brought it home last night. It didn't go off this morning, so I overslept. Then there's the faucet in the bathroom, and then the toaster. All of them, brand new, all of them on the fritz.
Oh, they don't make anything right nowadays. $5 I pay for this lighter. It doesn't even work.
I buy a doll for my kid's birthday. $10 $10 I lay out for that doll. She plays with it 5 minutes, what happens? The hair falls out.
What's with your lunchbox?
What?
Your lunchbox.
Huh?
Oh, for the love of Mike. Ah, the darn vacuum bottle is leaking all over my lunch. It ain't funny. It's not funny.
I know I shouldn't be laughing, but those sandwiches.
I bet if it was your lunch, you wouldn't laugh. Oh, I should have stood in bed. I just should have stood in bed.
Bill and his friends work in the automobile plants. They're among the more than 800,000 American workmen who turn out over 9 million cars and trucks every year. These men bring many skills and many talents to their jobs. But the most important contribution they make is teamwork. For their work is not the work of one man, but of many men. Not of one skill or craft, but of many skills and crafts. The final product represents the combined efforts of every single man, and its quality depends on the individual care and skill that each man puts into his own particular part of the job. Bill's job is to install gear shift levers on cars having 4-speed straight transmission. He also puts on bumper guards and connects up the hoses on cars having air conditioning. Ordinarily, Bill is a very sharp workman, but today...
Damn. If it ain't one thing, it's another, huh, Bill?
It ain't one thing, it's two.
In the whole plant, there aren't many men who are fussier, more exact, or more determined to do things right than old Jake Mulvaney. Every part he puts in the car has to meet his exacting specification, or out it goes. Every nut, every bolt has to be given that little extra check to make sure it's right.
Hey, Jake. Sure you got that bolt right?
Hey, what's going on down there? Is Jake getting careless again?
Don't let those clowns get you down, Jake.
Jake, I'd like your professional opinion. Would you say that this bolt is of a quality and dimensional standard suitable for installation on a vehicle of this high magnitude? Or should it be replaced with one of more commensurate perfection?
Young whippersnapper, go on and laugh. It don't hurt me none. I was building cars when you guys were still wearing 3-cornered pants.
That's telling him, Jake.
I'm doing my job and I'm doing it right, which happens to be the way I like to do things. Besides, how do I know who's going to be riding in that car? Might be some very nice person I'd like to see have a good car. Now get back to work.
Hey, Bill, that last car had air conditioning. You forgot to connect the hoses.
Let somebody else worry about it.
Don't look now. Here comes Fred.
All right, Fred. So I forgot a hose or two. Can I help it if I'm not perfect?
We caught the hose down the line, Bill. No, it's this gear shift knob. When the inspector checked the shift, the knob came off right in his hand. The threads are stripped.
Oh, look at me. I didn't strip them.
You put it on, didn't you, Bill?
Yeah, sure, but I didn't strip the threads. They were stripped when I got them.
Bill, if you knew the threads were stripped, why didn't you get another knob? Come on, you know better than that.
Look, I don't make gear shift knobs. I don't thread them, and I don't inspect them. It ain't my job.
Bill, I think it is. I think it's everyone's job to check the work he does. We all have to think about the customer who's going to buy the car. Bill, how would you feel if you put maybe, $3,000 in a new car, and the first time you drove it, maybe showing it off to your friends, the gear shift knob comes off in your hand? You'd be pretty burned up, wouldn't you?
Sure, but the inspector caught it.
Yeah, he caught it. This time. Maybe next time he'll miss it. Okay, Bill, but watch it, will you please?
Should have stood in bed. I should have stood in bed. How do you like that, chewing me out for something I didn't even do? What do they expect me to do? Go through every one of those gear shift knobs just to find out which one some knucklehead forgot to thread? You know, that Fred Ames gives me a real pain.
Man, you sure like your chili hot, don't you?
Have you got any objections?
No, none at all. It's your stomach.
Got room for one more?
Yeah, sure. Come on, sit down, Jake. Sit down.
Hope I'm not crowding you,
You
fellas.
don't take no room, Jake.
Forget your lunch, Bill?
No, I didn't forget my lunch. All right, laughing boy, knock it off unless you want a fat lip to decorate your face with.
Now, take it easy, Bill, huh?
What's the matter with him?
Have a sandwich. All right.
Thanks.
A few blocks from where Danny goes to school, an old tenement district has been marked for destruction. These old buildings are no longer fit for human habitation and are being raised to make way for a new medical center.
Hello. Operator, have you located Dr. Reynolds yet? All right, I'll wait. Keep trying. Dr. Reynolds, I'm sorry to call you at this time of night, but we had a child brought in late this afternoon with a depressed skull fracture. He seemed all right until just a few minutes ago when he suddenly started convulsing. Yes, sir, I'm afraid so. You'll come. Thank you. We'll have it all set up for you by the time you get here. Thank you, Doctor. Anne? Dr. Reynolds is coming. He'll be here in 15 minutes. Get the room set up for him right away, and tell Dr. Lohman we'll need him to assist. And Anne, who's on call among the OR nurses tonight? We'll need a good one. Williams. Fine. Yes, I know she's been on duty all day, but we need her. Give her a call. She'll come.
Better get some sleep.
Dr. Madden, Dr. Madden, 215, 215. Dr. Mather, Dr. Mather, stat.
I think you can go home now and get some rest. Your boy's doing fine. He's going to be all right.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. He's all right now. He's all right. Thanks, Doc. Next time you decide to scare the living daylights out of your folks, give us a little warning, will you?
Is my dog all right?
Oh, sure, he's all right. So's the cat, too. Those animals. Is there anything you want?
Just my dog.
Well, you'll see him just as soon as you get better.
Mr. Ryan?
Yeah?
Well, my name's Tom Peterson. I thought I'd just stop by on my way home to see how the little fellow was doing.
Peterson. Oh, yeah, you're one of the two fellas that helped to get Danny out. Well, I sure am pleased to meet you. Mary, this is Mr. Peterson. If it wasn't for him and his partner, I don't know what would have happened to Danny. You know, the rest of that wall fell down right after they got him out.
We're so grateful, Mr. Peterson. We just can't thank you enough.
I'm glad to have been of help, ma'am.
How you doing, Sonny?
Fine.
Mr. Peterson, it's like Mary says, we just can't thank you enough.
Well, we were just doing our job, Mr. Ryan. That's all.
Oh, there's a lot more to it than that, Mr. Peterson. I just can't tell you.
Well, I'm just glad the boy's coming along so well. So long, Sonny. Bye, ma'am.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Just doing his job, he says. That's the same thing the doctor said when I tried to thank him. The nurse said the same thing, too.
How's the boy doing, Bill?
Fine, Joe, just fine, thanks. That's funny, you know that, Lou?
Yeah, what's funny, Bill?
Well, what I mean is, after it was all over, you know, and we knew that Danny was going to be okay, I got to thinking about all the people that pitched in to help us out, help bring Danny back to us. It was very close, Lou, you know? It was a very near thing.
Yeah, I know, Bill.
Got to thinking about the doctors and those nurses and those two guys that went in that building. They risked their lives to pull my Danny out of there. And they didn't have to do that. Nobody ordered them to go in there. And that doc is a big man, Lou. A very famous brain surgeon. They told me he's the best in the city. They woke him up at 2 o'clock in the morning. And he didn't have to come in. And that little nurse, she had been working since 7 o'clock that morning, and still she came back when I called her. And you know something, Lou? When I tried to thank them, they wouldn't hear a word of it, not a word. They all said the same thing. I was just doing my job.
When a man takes pride in his work, I guess there ain't nothing more important than doing the job.
It is, Lou, it is, but it's got to happen to you before you realize.
Now, maybe we ought to quit kidding old Jake so much. He's always talking about you just doing his job. Maybe he's got something there.
Well, I'll say this, it'd be a heck of a lot better world to live in if everybody just did his job.
And did it right, huh, Bill?
Sure, tried a little harder to be part of a team. Thought a little more about the other guy. Especially the guy that buys the things that you make.
Yeah. Hey, maybe then I could get a lighter that would work, huh?
Yeah, and a clock radio that would wake you up in the morning.
And a vacuum bottle that wouldn't spill coffee all over your sandwiches, huh, Bill?
You said it, Lou. What a wonderful world it would be. Hey, Fred.
Yeah, Bill?
Listen, some of these knobs are coming through a little rough. I wouldn't want any one of them on my car.
Okay, Bill. I'll take care of it. Thanks for telling me.